Don't do that to me, please.
What's that washing needs? That's not going to wash itself.
I'm happy that after 25 years, I'm able to still make films.
You've had me on the edge of my seat for this one. Although I have to admit, I'm like, it's still not all making sense to me. Like, when does it all click? Because I'm 2 episodes in, I'm like, I'm captivated. But I'm like, when does it all make sense?
I'm not sure it does. I'm not sure something like that makes 100% sense. But I mean, I guess the saving grace of it is that it's all set in 24 hours. So whatever is going to happen is going to happen in one day.
I will keep watching for sure.
Also, only 4 episodes, so you're not wasting that much time. If all we do is just ask questions and no answers come.
It's not a waste of my time. I'm definitely enjoying it. Before you did this though, did either of you understand the financial market? Because I've got to be honest, I've never quite got my head around it. Josh, did you have any idea?
I know some of the jargon. I worked on a film called August years ago that was set in the financial world. Sort of, it was set in the tech world, but it had a lot to do with finance. I don't know. No, I really don't know all the ins and outs. And it's scary to me that it doesn't take much to be a part of that world and to make lots of big decisions that can change the nature of everyone's lives who's not paying attention to it. So one of the most terrifying things that this show and this book explored is there's this concentration of power and this concentration of wealth and this concentration of decision-making that can affect the entire world now because we're all interconnected and there's no check or balance put on them. There's not much regulation, basically. So it's a little bit scary to me. It's quite a bit scary to me that these things like this could happen or are happening somewhat right now, and we're all totally unaware. We just know that the price of milk is going up or the price of this is going up, and suddenly
it's completely terrifying. A few keystrokes from some guy in the city can ruin a country.
It's not a world that I am familiar with or a circle that I run in. So I'm just like, cool, I will stay out of that. I think we all have moments when we do kind of spiral and feel ourselves kind of, everyone's felt fear, everyone's, felt that way. What do you do to kind of calm yourselves, each of you, when you feel that you're starting to go in that way? Have you got anything that you're kind of like, that you do?
A drink? No.
I think household chores. What's that washing needs? That's not going to wash itself. Get on with it. Or go outside and rake some leaves or something. You know what I mean? You need something to kind of switch off. I guess one thing that's not good as well is watching other stuff, watching other shows. Because people always think because you're in the business you watch everything. You don't, because it's busman's holiday. Absolutely not. I don't want to watch more stuff. I have more kind of input. I've done my thing there. I've done it. I've explored something. Now I want normal life.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I totally agree with Arsher. It's all about being able to kind of get back to reality, and that takes the stress level way down. Not reading the news for a little while helps as well.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. And just finally, before I go, Josh, every time I mentioned that I'm going to be speaking to you again, like obviously this, you're making this resurgence, which everyone is so happy, especially 90s kids like me, are happy to see you back. How does it feel for you kind of going back into this world and doing, you're doing loads of press, you're filming all the time, you're doing a lot. What's it like?
I'm happy that after 25 years, I'm able to still make films and TV shows with interesting people and great directors. And it's just, as far as the press goes, it's more, it's more of this, which is lovely. And then I go back and I keep working. And so I'm off to shoot something as of tomorrow, but I still find as much time, or have tried to find as much time to spend home with my family, because it's, I'm 43 years old now and my family is everything. And, when you're young and you're exploring this business for the first time and you don't have anybody to take care of except yourself, you just want to work. But I've always kind of held, my private time to be super important, as we were just talking about. So more of the same for me. And I'm just happy people are interested in what I'm doing.
You need a name for it. It needs to be like the reconnaissance, the Hartnett.
Yeah, no, don't do that to me, please. Please don't name it.
I said it because I knew he'd hate it.
Yeah, don't do that.